Right, this is going to be a slightly different video. It's going to be just me hopefully repairing some rust on the Celica. It's not going to be an instruction video. It's not going to be me showing you how to weld or anything like that. It's just going to be me cracking on and getting it done, getting it actually fixed, because I've got to get it fixed for the actual MOT, which is probably in about 3-4 weeks. So I want to try and get it done again on probably one of the hottest days of the year, like I did the sill or the rocker on a previous video. You may have seen that. If not, I'll put it here. You can go back and watch it. Basically removed masses of rust and put a brand new panel in. I've actually created a panel. I won't be showing you how to do that again. If you want to watch that, just go watch that. I'll give you a bit more instructions. So just me getting on, probably a lot of time lapse, and hopefully getting the job finished today. Okay, so the back seat is out just as a precautionary measure, really. Just because I will be underneath that sill area there. I don't really want to take any more trim out if I don't have to, but well, let's see how I get on when I assess the damage underneath. It's all pretty clean in here. It needs a really good vacuum, so I'll probably do that while it's all stripped as well and give the seats a really good clean. Right, the car's up in the air, wheel is off, and I've started removing rust. You may have seen in a previous video where I replaced this sill. That's still good. Few patches of rust coming through, which I'm going to treat and probably cover in a direct rust paint, which I've got. And the repair I did a couple of weeks ago is still okay. It's just all behind here. You can see that on camera. I don't know if I'm showing that on camera, but there's a big hole. Start removing rust along there as well. So this is all got to be plated and patched, cleaned up. But this is the worst part, is removing all the rust and all the debris and old under seal and things like that, and clean it up to make it look a bit more presentable before we can start doing any fabricating and welding. Right, my angle grinder just decided to catch fire, so that's gone in the bin. So I'm going to have to pause today's work and order another angle grinder. Probably just get a cheap one off Amazon or something like that. But I am actually starting to make a little bit of progress. I've cut the rust out, so I put the new sill in basically to about here, and I've found a rust hole underneath, so I'm just cut that out. But I wanted to extend that, but my angle grinder decided to stop playing nice. So I want to take that out, clean all that, return up, pinch weld up, and then I can start fabricating and making new panels. But I took the side skirt off, and this is what came out. So this is what causes all the rust. So take your side skirts off occasionally and give them a clean behind. Probably have to do the other one as well. So I shall probably, oh jeez, I feel a right mess. Gone for my haircut on Friday. Like Ken Dodd. So I'll basically be continuing with this tomorrow, I think. Try and get out here early, see if I can clean as much as I can up before the angle grinder comes. Hopefully that'll come early. Trying to get an order before 1 o'clock if I can, and then I can hopefully get the pieces fabricated and get it welded in and sealed up, painted, and then it should be this side done, ready for the MOT. I have got the brake lines to do as well, but that's going to have to wait until after the MOT. They're solid, it's just that they've got surface rust on them because, as you may have said in a previous video, they're actually copper coated steel, not copper, which is what I ordered. So basically the copper's worn off really quickly and it's starting to rust, and I like copper So basically the guy on Amazon ripped me off. I contacted him and he's basically blanked me and changed his description. So be careful what you buy on Amazon. It can be a bit of a minefield. Anyway, I'm going to go in, have a shower, have some dinner, have a few beers, and I'll see you in the morning. It's the next day and a little bit more progress has been made. I have actually gone a little bit further than I intended. I've cut basically all this section out here because I've noticed this was quite scabby. So I'm going to try and clean this up. This is solid, it's just surface rust here. But inside, behind the back of that hole, there you go. The actual brace here is rusty, so I'm going to cut this out, refabricate that, make a new piece to go in there, weld that in. But I'm probably going to weld a piece in the back first and work my way forward. So it's going to be easier to weld this from the back than actually get my head under there and welding it under there and making an absolute pig of it and set myself on fire, etc. So I've got a little bit more cleaning up to do. I've got my new grinder. It's a katsu curry one, all the way from Amazon, Mr. Bezos. Quite nice actually. I think it was 20 quid or 22 quid. Yeah, quite a nice lightweight job. Yeah, so I'm going to try and clean all this up as best I can. Then I'm going to make the panel. I'll probably make the interior panel first, or the back panel, the brace, put those in together, and then the new sill cover. I saw a previous video. This is all brand new steel here, but it wasn't long enough to go all the way along, which is a bit of a pain because I could have done this when I did that. But yeah, I think this is the best option because I was only going to go to here and cut that little bit out and then put a patch from the back, but I'm glad I've cut this out to see this. It's really, I'll be doing this again probably 6 months down the line if I didn't do this now. I'm going to spray a load of well-through primer in there. I might even see if I can get some sealer in there as well while this is all open. Seal that joint up there. I suppose you can't actually do that from factory, can they? Because they can't actually seal it. But I suppose they could wax oil if they wanted to. But all the inner flitch and everything's all pretty good. It's just this one panel. Obviously, it's rotten. Water gets trapped in this area here. It rots out from the inside out. Anyway, enough waffling. A lot more grinding to be done. Right, some time has passed. Basically because, as I was doing all the welding on this, the welder was actually playing up and not being nice, not being friendly. So I basically just turned the camera off and just concentrated getting the welding done. And I think with gasless MIG it is a bit of a pain. But it's done the job. Is it sealer and paint makes me the welder I ain't. So it's neatened it all up a little bit. I've silver painted over this. Is like an aluminium rust proofing paint. I've epoxy primed it and then put the aluminium paint over the top and on top of the sealer as well. Got a nice new piece of steel in there now, which is I think it was an 18 gauge, which is stronger than the normal steel. So that should be nice and strong now. It's all been rebuilt inside as well. A new piece in there. Done a little bit of undersealing underneath. I've ordered some more underseal because it does need cleaning up and touching up under there. So I shall do that probably next week. So what I'm going to do now is put the side skirt on, which has had a bit of a clean. Clean the wheel as well. I need the car tomorrow, so I can't actually do any major work on it now. But I think next week I'm going to give all the underseal a refresh and clean up all underneath the arches as well, give them a bit of a treat. It's looking a bit scabby. It's getting to the age now where it does need a full resto, but this is now really nice and solid. See, it's a little bit sticky on the other side. So yeah, so I'm really happy with how it came out, but I think when I manage to borrow Stan's welder, I might come back and revisit this, just do a few more tacks just to make sure it's on, it's all secure properly and peace of mind. It's secure, but for my peace of mind I want really good penetration with the proper MIG, gas MIG welder. So I might just revisit that. I might not. I'll see, but it's solid. I'm just probably being a little bit paranoid because that gasless wasn't playing ball. Anyway, enough waffling, I'm going to get a side skirt back up. And there we have the side skirt all refitted. You never know. Bit of a pain to do this job, but definitely worth it. It's a pity you can't actually get replacement panels for these cars, because it would make the job a lot easier. You could just basically unpick all the actual spot welds, put the new panel in. But yeah, I'm happy with the progress I've made. I may revisit it at a later date with a better welder, but I'll see how that holds up. But fingers crossed it should get through the MOT now. Yeah, so I think I'll do after the MOT as well, I will check the other side, take that side skirt off, give it a really good inspection. But last time I did that, it was actually really, really good condition. There wasn't any rust, any surface rust or anything, so touch wood, it's still okay. Yeah, there's still a few maintenance jobs I want to do on this car. I've got the rear brakes to have a look at and service. I need to get front brake dust covers for the front, and then basically the front will be brand new, so redid all the calipers and everything on that. Shocks and springs are all pretty new. They're probably on about 5-6 years old. It's things like bushes and suspension arms and things like that that are all going to need replacing over time. I may see if I can get some second-hand ones and refurb them like I'm doing with the Nissan, just basically clean them all up, sand them all up, paint them all, put in new bushes, etc. And I think that would probably be a cheaper option than going for aftermarket stuff, you know, upgraded TRD or something like that. Yes, I know it's been a bit of a mixed video this, but if you have liked it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.